Mark Twain said, "I didn't have time to write you a short note, so I wrote you a long one instead." Patricia Marx said, "If you're going to be long-winded, it should be for a purpose, not just because you like your words." And of course, Thomas Jefferson said, "Never use two words when one will do." My undergraduate thesis advisor was notorious for giving vague instructions on important papers. We would beg him, "Dr. Koch, how long does the paper have to be?" And he would give us this answer every time: "As long as it needs to be, and not a word longer," thusly infuriating stressed out students nearing finals week. Frustrating as it was then, I've really come to embrace that ideal. Clarity comes from saying more with less. The longer you take to make your point, the less likely your audience is going to stay interested. And with that in mind, this will be a very short Thursday Thoughts. My mentor in magic once asked me, "What is magic?" It sounds like an obvious question if you're an aspiring magician, but at 17 years old, I'd never really thought of it. So after rambling on and on and on for a while, he eventually sent me home with these instructions. He said, "Write down your answer, write it as an essay, then come back to it at some point and revise it. Make it a little bit shorter, and then a little bit shorter. See if you can get it down to one page, then one paragraph, and eventually at some point in your magic career, see if you can get it down to a single sentence. Then and only then will you truly understand what magic is and thus be able to share that with an audience." I'm very happy to say I can now state my answer to that question, what is magic, in a single sentence, and it made me a vastly better performer having that level of clarity. So I challenge you now to do the same with your field, passion, or message. Write an essay. Write it as long as you need to, and then shorten it, condense it, and eventually see if you can get that thing that you do or that thing you want to put into the world down to a single perfect sentence. And if you're having trouble, remember, the world's shortest joke can be told in just 2 words.
Pretentious? Moi?
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Thursday Thoughts. My name is Brian Miller. Thanks so much for sticking with me, and always remember that our world is a shared experience. We'll see you next time.